Hello, welcome to the Deadpan Parade, and I'm your host, Jesse James. And today is Friday, May 29th, 2026. Not that it matters. And here's a little fun fact. Uh, Wells Fargo hired Jesse James to rob from its own stagecoaches that were transporting money, simply so it could collect the insurance. For those of you that don't know who Jesse James is, just look him up. It's a fairly easy find. But that's just to give you a little bit of an example of the fact that of the world that we actually live in and have lived in since the beginning of time. The things that we're going through right now are nothing new. They're just being amplified and ramped up, uh, and the theft is quickening. Let's put it that way. It's quickening for a reason, and it's deliberate. So if you're suffering out there, just know it's on purpose. It's not you. You're being robbed on purpose. So that's why I bring up Jesse James. And I'll also, when I do these little videos that nobody's watching, that's okay. I like to talk to myself anyway, so I figured I might as well record it for posterity's sake. What has posterity ever done for me, according to Groucho Marx? But today I was just thinking about patterns of that I'm noticing while I'm driving Uber and just patterns in human behavior. And one thing I noticed is that I live in Phoenix, and I made my way over to Paradise Valley in like North Scottsdale area, which I'll never understand why billionaires and millionaires have a house there, even if they have six houses across the country or in other foreign countries. Why you'd have one in Arizona is something I can never figure out. But there's a lot of billionaires and millionaires in Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, for whatever reason. And I noticed that today I picked up, there was three of them, and none of them tipped anything. I'm still looking at the app to see if they did. It's a sociological experiment. They don't tip, but the alternate to that is that I'm not saying that people in Arizona are all schmucks, but I'm saying the rich ones are mostly. They drive like schmucks. They're entitled. They think that because they're in Scottsdale that we should all bow down to them, which I think you're living in a garbage can like the rest of us, no matter what part of Arizona you're in. It's to me, it's a garbage can. It's a total garbage can. But these people in Scottsdale, North Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, all think my crap doesn't stink, and you should bow down to me. And that they don't realize that if you smart off to me, I don't care if you're Jesus Christ himself. I'll throw you out of the car. I don't have any respect for your wealth because you probably stole it anyway. So who cares? But on the other side of that tipping nonsense, I have noticed that there are good people here. Don't get me wrong, but when you get a tip, and they could be good tips, it's usually from people that are from other states. They're visiting. You're picking them up at the airport. You're picking them up at the hotel, and you can tell even the difference in how they act between amongst the people that live here. But even though people that are from here and are middle class or lower middle class, middle class, or poor even, they usually tip. So uh, it's just a weird little sociological um, issue that I've witnessed, and it's not, when people say, "Oh, the rich are rich because they saved $5 from not tipping the taxi cab driver or the waitress or the waiter." that's baloney. That has nothing to do with why they're rich. They're rich because they lied their way there. That's how you get rich. Just in case you haven't noticed, there are no rich saints. So the rich are rich because they're they're garbage people. Most of them. Most of them. I've been around them. They're either completely out of their minds, or they're just they're entitled, and they are totally clueless about reality, because most of them have inherited their wealth in the first place. They wouldn't be able to earn a nickel if it wasn't for their parents or their grandparents. Period. I don't care whatever you want to say. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I have I'll have a rebuttal. I guarantee it. But the middle class and the poor around here, you can count on a tip. So if it wasn't that I had to risk my life to drive in those neighborhoods around here, it's like driving in, a zombie apocalypse, whether it's in Paradise Valley or in, Maryvale. Both places in Arizona are crap holes to me. But in Maryvale, you got to risk gunfire and running over a 4 foot deep pothole, which is also the case in places like Scottsdale and Maryvale. The only difference between Paradise Valley and the potholes in like Maryvale are that they fill the potholes in Paradise Valley with cocaine, and that alleviates the stress on my car. So I don't go out of my way to drive in the rich areas, but there's a fine line there, because it's the poor and the regular middle class that actually tip, and it's just an interesting thing that I is come to my mind. And another thing that I wanted to rant about is how behavior seems to go in like clumps. It's like collective behavior seems to work in clumps. Like, for instance, today, it was like as if people were going out of their way. Like, if they're pedestrians, they're going out of their way to get in your way, to slow you down. You're in a parking lot. Now you got the garbage truck blocking you in, or you're trying to make a turn and you can't because of the 400 meridians they have out here in the parking lots and the speed bumps, and there's no one around for 5 minutes, and then as soon as you need to make a move, there's 14 people all in the same place blocking you from moving forward. And then you get the people in the car that they're staying, just like, are they talking to me or are they talking to themselves? Some of them don't know where they're going, and it's like this behavior, it comes in clumps for sure. And you got angry drivers, uh, all in clumps. And then other days, and that was one of those days where I had people, that I couldn't tell, are you talking to me today? Are you telling me something that I should know? That was today. It's like people were getting in the way on purpose. You couldn't move forward. Every light you were at, every time you were driving, and that's another thing with Phoenix, is they're supposedly smart around here, but they haven't figured out how to time a traffic light for whatever reason. So it was one of those days, and it all clumps, all of it clumps together. And then you get other days where people are cordial, they're lucid, they're talking to you and they're not talking to themselves. They can get in and out of the car without needing a crane or assistance, because they're half dead. And it's that comes in clumps too. It's very strange. And the last thing I wanted to rant on about, and I don't blame the people for any of this because people are getting steered into this type of behavior. I firmly believe that it's deliberate, and it's getting worse, and it's obvious that the the powers that be are trying to run us into the ground. There's no doubt about it in my mind. And just another example of how much our caring, our loving, caring representatives and corporate entities and corporate owners, how much they care about us. Was recalling, I used to work at a bank in a call center, and a person died there in her right in her chair. She had a heart attack right in her chair, and she died. And nobody figured it out. No managers, nobody figured it out. No, when one of the bosses, it was the cleaning people that had to find her to figure out that this person had been dead since probably 7 a.m. and they found her, and they finally realized it after a day of her being at her desk dead. They finally figured it out after the cleaning people came in and found her and reported her deceased. So again, it comes down to the people at the bottom that actually have some sense. And that's all. That's all I wanted to say. It's disheartening to say the least. But anybody that can't see that if you're in the middle class, you're poor, you're in the middle class. If you think you're in the upper class, $200,000 these days is nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing, and it's going to continue to be stolen from you. So if you earn $200,000 and you think you're all hoity and toity, just give it another week, and we'll see what you think. That's all I'm saying. And the point of this whole rant is we're being deliberately ground into the ground, into the dirt. If you're not part of that Epstein class, if you're not part of the 1/1000th of a percent of earners, you're a slave. Period. I don't care how much you earn. You're a slave. If you're not in that class, you're one of me. You're a slave. So there you go. There's my rant for today. So let's get on with the fun part. And here are some random thoughts, random fun facts, and random questions. Random thought number 1. I sometimes find myself wondering if it's strange to be jealous of people who are in a coma. Excuse me. Random question number 2. What do you do if you've fallen off the side of a cruise ship? I'm just asking for a friend, but make it quick. Random question number 3. Should I be concerned if the only thing I have to look forward to is my tetanus shot on this Thursday? Random question number 4. Am I the only one that likes bringing soup to a barbecue? My Aunt Rose, God bless her soul, she actually brought soup to a barbecue one time. I'll never forget that. I could not figure out, and I still can't figure out what could possibly be going through your head, Aunt Rose. God love you. And I love my Aunt Rose, but I'll always remember that. Who the hell brings soup to a barbecue? People, man, I'll tell you, some of them can really just baffle me. And people wonder why I want to stay away from people. But anyway, let's continue. Random fun fact number 5. Contrary to popular belief, I haven't been an orangutan for many years now. You can tell by my butt. Random thought number 6. I think my toaster and my refrigerator are both conspiring against me. I think they're in cahoots. Random question number 7. Should I be suspicious that the other day my doctor prescribed me with an all shards of glass prescription? Random thought number 8. Things have gotten so expensive, I can't even afford a prostitute anymore. I mean, what the hell is this world coming to, man? Random thought number 9. Today, my psychiatrist suggested I take advice from a former mob boss. Seems like a good plan. Random question number 10. Am I the only one that thinks a lap dance isn't worth the money unless the girl starts crying? I highly doubt it. Random thought number 11. I am not ashamed to admit that most of my friends are addicted to envelope glue. Let me just repeat that. I stuttered. Random thought number 11. I am not ashamed to admit that most of my friends are addicted to envelope glue. Fun fact number 12. I have never been a big fan of standing. Random question number 13. Am I the only one who's tired of being the hot popular girl? Fun fact number 14. The business ethics course at Harvard has recently had its name changed to How to Rob a Moron Without Appearing Guilty. Man, that's the truth. It's funny because it's true, folks. Random thought number 15. If I've learned anything, it's that the American dream is not earned, it's stolen. Period. Get with it, folks. And finally, random thought number 16. I, like most Americans, think that fiscal responsibility is for sissies. So there you have it. There's my little rant for today. I hope you laughed. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you didn't cry too much. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the channel. Please hit the notification bell. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great night. And I'll talk to you soon.